Delaware in the building. Y'all ain't ready for the Delaware takeover. Y'all not ready for this unique style and creativity that everybody in the world wants to see. Nas and Jay is bringing it. And everything they bring got that Delaware swag.
Fade in the water, fade in the water, children, fade in the water. Today's a big day, Naj. Today is the anniversary of a significant day. And you put together these wonderful t-shirts in commemoration of the Fade in the Water, August 5th.
I did.
2023 was a big day of Black unity. It was a beautiful day. You know, we fought racism together in a most unlikely setting on the water. Black Aquaman came into power. It was an amazing day. And as we are at the beginning of Black August,
Cinco
you don't know what that
de Negro.
Cinco de Negro, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, what a day. And we are here. Hey, everybody.
By the water.
By the water, for sure.
To commemorate this momentous occasion. For the people who don't know, so I just wanted to look up like what actually happened.
Okay.
Because all I saw was the memes.
You didn't? Okay.
I saw like the video, but I didn't know why it occurred. Like, what was the actual reason?
Did you just found this out today?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead.
So there was a captain of a pontoon boat.
Yeah.
When a moored pontoon boat blocked the Harriet II riverboat from docking in
Harriet II. Come on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
From blocking designated space along the city's riverfront. The riverboat, which was the big boat that carried everybody.
Those big party boats.
Yes. The captain, who was a Black man, took a smaller boat to move that vessel.
And he was like, "Yo, y'all got to move."
And when he went over there, the white folk in the boat.
And this isn't all white folk, but this particular group of white folk
decided
was
this
full
is
of
what
male
they wanted
Karens.
to do. And they attacked him. And so our people from all over and Aquaman, Aqua Negro, came in, swooped in, protected homeboy, and thus Fade in the Water was born. I got makeup on my shirt.
So it was an amazing day. And I should say that Aquaman really deserves more credit than I think he gets than I think he gets. Because I'm not, and as much as I took swimming twice at a collegiate level, I still am a terrible swimmer. So if it was relying on me, it'd taken a long time for me to get over there and help. You know what I'm saying?
Is this out of focus?
I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Well, so I am always playing on Canva, like literally all the time, making stuff up. And I was like, you want me to make shirts? So you got to show them the back.
Oh, okay. Sure. You guys want to see my back?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
There you go. Point your thing out.
Wait, lean. There you go. And as you can see, it is branded. I created this, thus it is mine, copyrighted for the Naj and Jay show.
And if you want a shirt, we can get you one made. You know what I'm saying? And we can help you out in that regard.
Oh, so, and my earrings.
Yeah, the earrings are pretty great. Those are kind of clutch. Yeah.
I got those from Amazon for $3.
Listen, it works. This is they're a perfect commemoration earring.
They're chair earrings. I don't know if you can see it very well. But yeah, Talk, if you're watching, can you tell us, is it blurry because of
It's not because of that. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure.
Yep, keep going.
So yeah, Fade in the Water. And it was in there. What that says. I'm sorry.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes. Oh, we didn't even do the show intro. Welcome to your evening sip of local news. What's happening, and
real world mess.
Okay, and happy Fade in the Water Day.
Yes, absolutely. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about. Do you want to start with flowers?
Okay, that's normally what we do.
Yeah. Do you have any flowers?
No.
Okay, So I have one set of flowers, and it's for you. All right, and I think it's fair. If you guys didn't know, you might not know because she does a horrible job of saying what she's doing.
I know you're not talking. I know you.
I post everything that I do. You don't miss a step. She had a really successful show in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I was able to see the live stream along with, her management team, the Max. They're awesome people. And it was a giant crowd. I mean, it's definitely one of the bigger crowds that you've ever performed for, I'm assuming. I mean, it was a big crowd.
It was huge. It was like,
yeah.
I don't know, maybe 300, 400 people.
It was more than that from what I saw from the camera.
It was
it was a very big crowd. And
it was hot, child.
And you did a great job with new music, all original music, and with a new band. So high five to you. You know what I'm saying? Flowers to Nad'S for that. Tell the people about your experience.
You want me to just
Let's just go right in. We're there.
All right. So let's start from the beginning.
Okay. Now we're locked in.
So, someone's rowing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got the knees for that, unfortunately. But so we flew out on Saturday morning. I'm not all the way there because I'm so exhausted because I had a full weekend and delayed and canceled flights. But we flew out, got there the day of. Everyone there was so accommodating and so nice. Thank you to Levitt at the Falls, everyone involved in bringing us out there. Because I'm talking about, when I say you hospitality was on 1,000.
Okay.
Like I've had a lot of gigs in my day.
Talk about the specifics. Like, what were they doing that made it so hospitable?
Just making sure that we were good, like checking on us, making sure that we had everything we needed, tons of water. They gave us gifts. We had a 2-hour sound check. It wasn't no rinky dink thing. They had professionals who knew what they were doing, who were checking on everything. They had everything we needed.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, I think the only thing I asked for was a stool.
Okay.
And the first one he gave me was missing something. He was like, "No, I'm gonna get you another one."
I love
and he
that.
got me another one.
Yeah. Midwestern hospitality.
Listen, they were great.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get there for the show, it was packed.
I saw. It was great.
So when we first flew in, the driver who got us from the airport took us by. He wanted us to see it.
Okay.
And I didn't know what to expect, because I'm just going off frame of reference from our amphitheater. It was huge.
Okay.
I mean, it was like the Dell. It was huge.
Okay, cool.
And beautiful, like absolutely stunning. So we drove past there, and their city actually has a lot of artistic, like a very artsy culture to it.
Okay.
Like it's like a little downtown. It almost reminds me of like a beach town.
Okay.
With like beach town-esque brick and mortar.
Okay.
But with almost like a downtown Wilmington feel.
Okay.
Very mixed. A lot of boutiques, cafes, all that. But everywhere on the corners, just like here, there was art, tons of art, and just PSAs about what's going on in the city. And it was really nice.
Okay.
So then when we get to the event space for the actual show, them people got there early. We had 2 people show up to put their stuff down at 3:00.
Yeah, I love that.
And then came back.
Yeah.
And they stayed the entire time. That was the other thing. The crowd stayed the entire time.
Was there an opening act or anything?
There was one opening act.
Okay.
A local.
Yeah.
And everybody stayed the entire time. Like, it was just incredible.
So they seem to be a town or a city that's committed to their art.
Listen.
Okay. I love that.
They were about their business.
Okay.
And the crowd was so engaging.
Mm-hmm.
They were so engaging. Like, I'm talking about, and I don't know if whoever watched the live stream.
It was hard to see from the live stream. From my end, it was hard
Yeah.
to see how engaging the crowd was.
Yeah.
Because just the angles and the amount of time that you saw. But yeah.
Well, right in the front, I'm telling you, there had to have been like 30 people that came up to dance. And like were engaging with me. And then people in the crowd were engaging. Like they were talking, and because y'all know I like to talk. So it was just like everything I was giving them, they were giving back.
Mm-hmm.
And they really enjoyed every song. And I know what you're about to say, but this is my first time performing all original music in a decade, or almost a decade.
Okay.
I was terrified that nobody was going to know what was going on, because when you have covers, it's familiarity. Like they get it because it's songs that they know. I was afraid that my music wasn't going to be received.
I think it's also important to think about the fact that they know what they're getting. You know what I mean? Like they know that they're not coming for covers. Like your contract said.
Right.
So this is people who want to hear original music.
Right.
Like this isn't.
But you can original music and people just be bored to tears.
Sure, but if they go to a venue where you get to see, you know, that the whole purpose is to hear new live original music, then that crowd is going to be great. Now, if we go to one of these, you know, to like a Logan House, say in Wilmington, and they're used to hearing covers,
Right,
dynamic, they just want to hear Bon Jovi,
Yeah.
but it's a different dynamic.
Yeah. I'm gonna send y'all the link so you can go back and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It just was, it was very surreal. I felt like, oh, and they had 5 cameras on me at one time.
So Chris and I, as we're watching, we were trying to count how many cameras they had. I was like, they
Yes.
have that one there, that
I
one there,
felt
that
like-
one there.
You ever, okay, remember when you would go to Warm Daddies and they would have
Mhm.
up at the bar the
Mhm.
TVs, and they would have like a Jill Scott concert or a Erykah Badu concert playing in
Yeah.
the background? That's what it
How many
felt
cameras
like.
did they have at The Voice though?
Oh, child.
That's what I was going to
no
say.
idea.
So that's like, yeah, all
but,
right.
but I also couldn't see myself during The Voice.
Oh.
So there was this giant
Mm-hmm.
screen, like a stage, looked like a tour, like a big artist, like a Meg Thee Stallion, or like it was just incredible how much they had, and they were doing for artists like myself.
Do you think it enhanced your performing?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, how so?
It made me feel big.
Mm-hmm.
It made me feel like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to say this humbly, I felt like the star that I am in my heart.
Yeah,
If that makes
that's
sense.
good, and I think that's a. I mean,
And I'm
absolutely.
I'm gonna say this.
Keep going because I need to change that. But go ahead.
Sometimes I feel like here that I'm this big. And that's how venues and promoters and people, that's how they make me feel when they offer a certain amount of money, when they offer a certain venue, when they offer a certain crowd. I'm just like, I'm in my heart of hearts, I know what I am worth. I know what I can deliver. And when I am not given that, it makes me feel this small, and then my performance feels this small. I went out there, and although I was nervous as hell because I hadn't done all that music, when I got on that stage and I saw that crowd and I see the way that they treated me and I saw the way that they, you know, did everything, like their technical team and everything, I felt like my dream. Like I felt,
Yeah, like you were living what you had hoped for. Like you were finally living what you visualized. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
sorry, getting a little emotional because I've been waiting, I've been holding, because there was many times that I wanted to cry, but it was very what's the
self-affirming?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
cool.
was.
Yeah.
You know, I worked so hard at writing this music and being authentically myself. And
Yeah.
I worked, you know, and then getting a band together because, you know, Scoob has been super busy. So happy for him, but I could not plague him with, I need you to learn all this music right now and be prepared to go fly out while he's also doing all this stuff for all these other. I was like, okay, listen, I got to get in where I fit in. And the guys that I brought have been so wonderful. Not only were they accommodating in a sense that they were willing to do back-to-back rehearsals, you know,
you paid them
right before. Yeah, I did. But yes, I paid them, but they cared. Like I gave them
did
shells.
learn the music.
I gave them shells of songs,
Yeah.
and they literally made me a concert. Like what they put into it, it wouldn't have been what it turned out to be.
I mean, shout out to good musicians. That's what
Yeah.
their job is. And they did a good job of that. I'm not downplaying that at all. But
Yeah.
like, that's what a good musician does, is they
Yeah.
bring everything to life.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you found the right team.
Yeah. It was really amazing. So I just felt good personally. And just seeing all those faces in the crowd, and it was very diverse.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, we got there, I only saw like 5 black people. Then when the show,
But the crowd was diverse?
yeah, the crowd
Okay.
was diverse, age, race, all of it. Like everybody was just having a good time. And it was so funny because, you know, I'm not a dancing artist, you know, but there was one song that I did that is brand new. All of them are damn near brand new. One song that we played for like 15 minutes. Because they would not stop dancing. We did the electric slide to it, and we was just grooving in front. And this, he gonna teach y'all. And he literally got up in front of had everybody doing it. It was amazing.
What would you bring from that here if you could?
Nothing. Because
I
I can do exactly what I did there here.
No. I mean, in terms of the venue, in terms of what.
Respect.
Okay.
Respect. Delaware does
Easy.
not. Delaware doesn't respect artists, certain artists, the way that they should be. I feel like there is a lot of lowballing people here. I could name 5 people right now who have a show that they've been running, and where I've seen them perform and what I know they've gotten paid is trash compared. And so I had to fly out to actually be paid something and to be put on a stage that I deserve to be put on. Like, what you get, what you are willing to, you get what you pay for, essentially, for the most part. Now, there are artists who can do big stuff in small spaces, no matter, like, you should always give your best. But sometimes when you are lowballed, you're a bit discouraged. So your performance is going to be what it would be, what it would be if you were on some huge stage. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Like, you should always give your all. But I'm telling you, like, there was a different feeling when I felt respected.
Okay.
You know, and I don't mean that in a sense like, oh, I'm bougie, but no, you respect my craft. You respect me for who I am, what I've done, my resume, and you're paying me appropriately and you're treating me appropriately instead of nickel and diming me. And
I do wonder how they work their business to make it work, because you're right. But I know for a fact pretty much that a lot of the venues here are struggling quietly to make ends meet. And I wonder what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, how come they're able to figure it out financially?
Well, they have
assuming they have. And,
the Levitt Foundation is
huge.
Yes, and what I learned is there are different tiers of the Levitt Foundation. So ours is at the very baby stages. So we don't get that much funding.
That makes sense.
They have more funding, so they're able to do more. But here's the thing. What you do with funding is your decision. So they could be doing different things. You know, everybody's going to treat certain amount of money a certain type of way. And I just feel like they treated their money a certain way that really, really benefited, you know, artists like me.
I'm glad you had a great time.
I did.
And I'm glad that you feel validated.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that you kind of walk away feeling.
I do feel good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I really am.
Good.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to traveling more. And you know, running these songs, and I'm looking forward to finishing my album, because a lot of these songs will be on that, and it really gave me insight on what songs really like worked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I have a sound, like an official sound now.
Mm-hmm.
So it helped on many different levels.
Cool.
So
you want to hit the Olympics? You want to talk about the fight? There's a whole lot going on. You want to talk about Black and Indian with Kamala? What you want to hit up next?
Whatever. Oh, an otter.
Mm-hmm.
It just slid into the water. Look at that. Whatever you want to talk about.
All right. So, have you been following the Olympics?
A little. Teeny, whatever people are talking about. I saw that Adele stopped to watch the 100-meter thing. I saw Sha'Carri won silver.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on.
Someone from Delaware won something.
So just today, actually, I think it was the floor exercises. There's this beautiful picture. You got to find it, circulating, of Rebecca Andrade. She won. She's the Brazilian Black girl who won gold. Simone Biles came in second, and Jordan Childs came in third. And there's this beautiful picture of, you have to see it, of Simone and Jordan sort of gracefully bowing to her for winning. And it's just this beautiful moment of solidarity. You know what I'm saying? And from my end, I mean, I'm speaking as a man, and that's why I wish you'd have seen it. But I've seen a lot of people already kind of make it their cover photo, because I feel like, in talking about like Nataki and all the soft girl stuff, you hear so much about women backbiting and you know, tearing each other down, and just people in general. And to see these 3 highly competitive women do their best, have things result as they did, and then to have the GOAT and another extremely excellent, you know, gymnast offer that praise in such a manner, it was just a really, really powerful thing. So I was really happy to see that.
Yeah, I will say I love all the posts about Black girls winning.
I mean, Simone is killing it right now.
It got me out here thinking that I could probably run something.
Well, it's like for me.
What could I do in the Olympics?
Run your mouth. Yeah, you could run that thing real fast. For a long, the distance run. You got a distance mouth.
You know, we could be commentators. We could be commentators.
Right. But like for me, remember, like only 2-3 years ago, we're talking about how Simone on the show. I remember talking about how Simone had to bow out because she was having, you know, all from all the stress and you know, anxiety and whatnot. And she comes back and is just absolutely on top. And it's such a testament to knowing yourself, to saying, I need a break, and then to come back stronger. I mean, back and all those kind of, it's a beautiful, beautiful story.
You have to put yourself first.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, you see what happens. You win gold.
And then the work comes with it. That's the other part.
It takes work.
Bow.
No.
She did and came back strong.
The few things that so in the band.
Okay.
This member is 23, 24.
Okay.
We were watching the ping pong segment.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, they were like, oh, how do you feel about it? And I was like, they ain't got nothing on Forrest Gump. And Lionel looks at me and goes, the 23-year-old, what are you talking about?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's wow.
And I said,
oh, wow.
You got to go. You got to leave.
That is really an age gap.
You can't be here no more.
Don't hate on that, man, but I get it. That is wild.
He said, what are you talking about?
Isn't it crazy, though, how you can have such a cultural thing across a generation and then the next generation has no idea what you're talking about?
The whole weekend was full of that. But
interesting.
Yeah, the ping pong was pretty intense.
No, it's really intense.
That was intense.
And I probably can't say the meme that I saw. No, I'll say the meme that I saw.
What?
Well,
oh my God.
Was the racial makeup of the team mainly Asian?
One of them was.
No?
I don't know if the other, I can't really remember.
Never mind it.
I was blinded by the Forrest Gump.
Okay, cool. I'll leave it at that. But I saw a really good meme. And it wasn't racing. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I love the Simone Biles stuff. They talked about her being like the GOAT of all, like the what is it, greatest athlete of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So they were trying. There was somebody, I don't know what show it was, but there was someone talking about how that was debatable because there was a woman. Well, here's the thing: they were like, there was a woman in the 50s.
Okay, let's be clear.
Who had the same amount or a little bit more medals than her, and that was like, and they were like, so somebody combated her and was like, listen, what she's doing versus what they were doing in the 50s.
It's like
it's two
days. It's like Usain Bolt versus a sprinter Jesse Owens. Usain Bolt is running way faster, and people don't understand, and I don't really understand gymnastics completely, but when Simone specifically is performing, 9 times out of 10, it's like if you have a difficulty level of 10 out of 10, her level is like between 20. 11 and 13 out of that, and she's just literally like she's doing it at such a higher level that if she makes a mistake, she still comes out better because what she's doing is that much harder. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like you do 1 backflip, I do 3. Like, what are you talking about? Right. So I can bounce a little bit on my 3. I did triple the work. Yeah. So, isn't that a thought? She's up there doing triple the work, still having to argue whether or not he's the GOAT. In that being black, anyway. And being a woman, quite frankly, right? Yeah. Wow. So.
Well, yeah. I love all the coverage. I've never been a big, like, Olympics fan. If it's on, I'm like,
I love the summer ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
summer and winter.
Mm-hmm.
Are they opposite years?
I think they alternate every 2.
Okay.
I think that's how it works now.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Cool. Kamala.
So I just want to know exactly when Trump said he just realized that she turned black. Does that mean that she applied? Was there an application and she was accepted to black? Is that what he means? Like what exact, like did she take a medication and it turned her black.
Does she identify as black?
What do you mean? Like, you know, she was Indian American, and then she turned black, and I didn't know anything about that.
So I've said this to you, and I've meant to post it at some point in time, but it just never. I always got something else to say, and argue with me as you will. It's fine, but I recognize that there's this irony about understanding blackness, because we all understand that if you look at Michael Jordan, we know that that's a black guy, right? Yeah. Ironically, if you pay attention, one of the metrics that I use to determine whether or not someone who isn't black understands blackness is whether they can understand that an El DeBarge is as black can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, your understanding of the fact that someone who doesn't have a dark skin tone and the kinkiest hair ever is just as black in America. And the fact that he has no understanding of that shows how out of touch he is, and anyone else who does that. Because the amount of times, and I'm not complaining, I've had a really good life, that I have had my blackness questioned by white people is astounding. And it's happened since I was, 4 or 5 years old. And I don't think I can remember a time where a black person has asked whether or not I'm black. They might ask, are you mixed with something? Are you also Puerto Rican? Are you Puerto Rican? But it's never like, it's like once they get it, it's like, oh, well, I know what that is, because we are so used to our wide spectrum of colors that we get it. But, I'm not surprised that he's as ignorant as he is, and I've seen it over and over again, but it's clear,
I just am irritated at the fact that that's the big conversation.
Oh, exactly.
Like, of all the things to talk
but you
about,
walk into a black space, and that is how you approach it. A
lot of people are questioning whether or not that was a good idea. I don't know.
It's a horrible
idea.
idea.
Talking to that man is a good idea.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Well, no. I'm sorry. Well, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I think, in terms of what you were saying, I misunderstood what you said. I think that it was a good idea because it made him look stupid at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gave him, but that was a wonderful, wonderful fall. Like, that gave him a wonderful platform on which to smash his face into the ground. So yeah, make it real clear where he stands.
Yeah, I've had a lot of conversations over the last week or so about, like, I've heard a lot of people saying they're not voting at all, right?
Yeah, that's absurd.
I've heard a lot of people say they're not just voting. They're not going to just vote for Kamala because she's black and a woman of color, blah, blah, blah. One of the first things I thought about was, there are a lot of artists that I know that are on Medicaid.
What?
That are on Medicaid, like government insurance.
How do you know that? But go ahead, doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Conversations. There are a lot of people I know who have that because when you don't have a job,
I get that.
And you can't afford
sure.
insurance.
Yes.
You sign up, right?
Yes.
Trump don't want that no more. He's trying to stop that. He's trying to cut it, and that's one of the first things I go to, because a lot of people are looking for reasons why and why not.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start somewhere simple. Your health. Like, there are a lot of artists I know who don't even have that, who are struggling, got something wrong. Something is wrong, whether it's dental, whether it's medical, they're sick, they got some issues mentally, like, there's a lot of people who benefit from Medicaid, not because they're moochers, not because they're trying to cheat the system, because they don't have options. They don't have other options. Yeah. So when he's saying that he wants to get rid of that, when he wants to stop it, no free health insurance, what do you do? What would you say to that? Like, why would you vote for someone who doesn't want that when you benefit from that?
And the thing is, the argument you always get about from the no vote people is like, it doesn't make a difference, but it literally does.
It does.
Like, these policy changes.
It doesn't change everything, but there are certain things that do matter. There are certain things that will change.
The Supreme Court is all the argument you need for that, and I'll leave it at that from my end.
So, I hate election year. Like, I freaking hate it. Yeah. Oh my God.
I agree with that completely.
So, yeah.
There was a great fight this weekend for you boxing fans.
Yes.
Crawford fought. Why is my brain blanking?
Welcome to my world.
Lord have mercy, and I got his name pronounced properly too.
Welcome to my world.
He felt the dude from Eastern Europe, not Eastern Europe, but from like Oh
fought
my
a
gosh.
man.
What is that brother's name? Oh my gosh. I should look it up, but I'm not.
Terrence Crawford and
Who did he fight? I'm sorry, y'all. But this was maybe his toughest fight that I've at least seen.
Israel Madrimov.
Madrimov, yeah. So Israel is really interesting because he has 300 to 400 amateur fights, and he only has 10 professional fights.
Your fingers are really aggressive. I need you to put them
I'm
down.
just generally
They're
aggressive.
scary.
They're not going towards you.
They're too far.
10. And whether or not he was whether or not he has had enough professional experience to even stand next to Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Crawford is extremely experienced, and he's one of the GOATs of his generation for sure.
How can somebody make that judgment when he's literally fighting him?
What do you mean?
That was the question. How he doesn't even deserve to stand next to him but he is. So obviously he's done something.
Well, boxing is a shady sport.
Oh, I know. I heard.
And so there's a lot of different reasons that you might have that question.
Okay.
It could be just like they threw him in the ring to give Crawford an easy win. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it was a really hard fight. And this guy had a wildly awkward style that, like, I have to kind of stand up to show you, but like he had all these weird, like literally jerky movements like this, and his head would do this, and then his shoulders would do that, and
like you're dancing.
No, and that whole time his foot would do something crazy, and he kind of buck like this, and it really gave a unique look to Crawford. And he did figure it out, but it was a really close fight. They both got in some really good shots, and at the end of the day, from my end, it was another really good test of how great Crawford is, because not only did he figure out how to manage a really unique fighter who is almost equally skilled, but he maintained patience.
How is he a heavyweight?
No, he weighs 100. They fought at about 147 pounds.
Oh my gosh, they're only 20 pounds heavier than me.
He probably walks around $170, but they're not big guys. They're all pretty much my size. Like when you're in that space, yeah, they're all basically my size.
Oh wow.
A little bit bigger, but no, they're not big, but they're still incredible athletes. You know what I'm saying? So he won. It was really close, and the way that he was able to maintain composure throughout the fight and not start to hunt for a knockout, because so you might not know because you don't really follow it, but once you start really trying to just knock somebody out and just and just go crazy like that, you set yourself up to get caught. And he didn't do that, and the other guy didn't either. They both were playing chess all night, and it was really, if you're looking for like a bunch of exchanges and knockdowns and blood, that's not what it was. But if you love the science of boxing, that was a great fight to watch, because they played chess all night long.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great fight. So kudos to both of them, actually.
I would have liked to have watched it. Somebody got knocked out though.
The heavyweight fight, there was a big knockout.
Yes.
Yeah, that was brutal. Those guys are so big.
Yeah.
I've never heard of either of them, honestly.
How heavy are they?
Those guys are fighting around 240. You know what I mean? 220. Yeah, they're big guys, and they hit.
That's two of me.
They hit really, really hard. And you saw this one guy. He looked kind of like, someone was saying, he kind of fought like George Foreman. He just wasn't particularly fast, but just understood how to manage distance, and just a really stupidly hard puncher. And to watch a big man almost launch another big man across the floor with the punch is wild to see, because it's like, how do you put that kind of power out there? You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't watch that. I just could not.
To
see them big bodies.
No, I get it. And
the punch sound on the body.
It's a brutal thing to watch. It's also beautiful, but it is violent. There's no way around that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What else do you have? You said we had a lot. You have a lot in your brain.
I mean, well, I need you got to give me something back. But no, not really. Another thing from the Olympics I had on there was Noah Lyles. Did you catch him at all?
Noah, the runner.
Yes, the sprinter.
Yeah.
So again, if you guys didn't see that, he won gold. He won his race by 5 thousandths of a second.
How do you even clock that?
I don't know, but like if you see it, it basically looks like
AI. AI clocked it.
I don't know if it's a laser or something, or however they work it, but it was literally the difference of, like, I guess when you're running, it's when your chest crosses the line and it was just unbelievably close. And the whole race, all of them were close. But like, what was cool about that, as I've dorked out on his running, is he always has a slow start. So literally, if you have a 100-meter race, for the first 40 meters of those 100, he was last.
Oh.
He was dead last. But what he's good at, again, we talk about composure, is once he gets those down, you might not know this, and I'm just kind of dorking it out right now.
Okay.
But sprinters, once you get to like 60 meters, the attaining speed, because even though they decelerate because your body, and he maintains his speed. So as long as you don't tighten up and like restrict your body from moving, and you just maintain that loose movement, you'll slowly decelerate slower than everybody else and end up winning the race, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what he was able to do. It was super tight, and at any moment you'd be like, no, but he was like, nope, stay right here. You know, let Jesus take the wheel. And got the gold medal. You know what I'm saying? Jesus take the foot. So yeah.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna be completely honest. Between flight cancellation and flight delays and having to drive to a completely different state, my brain is fried. I didn't have time to do anything. I only have 3 events in my head right now that I can think of. And it's so ghetto. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
But I am going to share the other events that I just cannot think of at the moment. So we're going to be doing summer in the parks.
Yes, that's Thursday,
August 8th, starting at 11.
No. Let's talk about that some more. What we're going to be doing.
We're going to be teaching songwriting. This will be my first time teaching because I'm not a teacher. So I'm relying heavily on my co-star here to help me be the best teacher that I can be.
Sure.
And I'm excited about it to teach the babies.
Yeah, we're gonna teach the little kids. I mean, honestly, that's my comfort zone. So.
I mean, I've never done summer in the parks. I've seen it, but I've never done it.
Oh yeah, really? No. Okay, cool.
I didn't know what I would do.
Yeah.
Like I've always gotten the application, but then when I go to fill it, I'm like, girl, you don't teach nobody nothing. So what you gonna do?
Well, now it's gonna be another little feather in your cap, another step, another little area of growth.
I'm about to be a teacher. You know, I'm about to send out a list.
I mean, you write great songs.
I need a teacher list.
So you show somebody else how to do what you do.
Can I put out a list for Naja J?
What do you mean? Yes.
The teacher's list.
What do you mean?
We are gonna be teaching. So therefore, we need a teacher's list because we're doing summer in the parks twice. So
what is a teacher's list?
Where they buy stuff.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like we need to buy supplies.
Yeah,
like
so I need to. All right, so I need 20 tissue boxes.
I'm a non-traditional teacher.
I need 20 tissue boxes.
I basically walk in and improvise it. You know what I'm saying? I jazz my lessons.
I need 14 bottles of hand sanitizer that are all 8.4 ounces.
I need you to be able to beatbox, make a beat on the table, and be able to vocalize. Otherwise, we're good. If you can do those 3 things.
I need Pete's Coffee gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need.
Okay.
And I need a gift card to the nail salon.
That's funny.
Okay, so that's August 8th.
And the week after.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I believe August 9th, the 9th, is Maya Bilardo and V. Shane Frederick's show.
Yes, on the rooftop.
Yeah, at the Coin.
Yes.
And then the 10th, oh my God, I just blanked. The 10th is, the Dirty Popcorn.
At the Art Museum.
Black Film Festival at the Art Museum.
Yeah, big weekend.
Yes. So I'll post those, and I'll also post the other events that are happening. And you already know we got the Naja J block party that is locked and loaded. I'm so excited. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, and I think it's appropriate to even say this now, and we'll give more flowers when it's time. But like behind the scenes, we've gotten a lot of help from local officials. And we appreciate that, and we will shout you out individually appropriately at the event and afterwards. We don't want to blow everything up right now, but thank you if you're watching this for helping us to do it, because everything we're doing here is about a slow burn. You know what I mean? We want to be prepared, and as much as like if someone said, hey, we want you guys to be on primetime TV right now, we're gonna take it and do it. But
you know what time they got to get up?
But our long-term goal is to make a slow build, and just like with our equipment and our production quality, the Naja J Block Party is every year is getting a little bit better,
Yeah.
a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
We're able to get, put some more fun behind it. And
I just want to say I'm very excited. We have a porta potty this year.
we got somewhere to make boo-boo.
That's how you know it's like it's getting real, because we had to order a toilet because people is gonna be there. Like that.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah.
We the shit.
That was good. It's gonna be a good one this year. We still got to get our set list together and decide what we're going to sing. But you're going to see Nad'S band, and I'll be singing with them.
Yeah.
And then again 2 DJs. But like, come, it's going to be a fun,
we
free
might have
time.
a guest perform, couple guest performances.
Yeah, we know. Yep, and one that I'm excited with. Like, and if he gives me any chance to even like throw in a hook or something, like, yo, I got you a vocal, son. I got it.
I'm very excited about that. And a moon bounce. We will be in the moon bounce before all the kids get there. We have to do one moon bounce.
Yes. Moon bounce.
So my neighbors are excited. I'm excited about JB's lemonade stand this year. We got a little twist on a couple of them. So make sure you bring your chairs, blankets if you want to sit on the ground, some cash, and come enjoy, have a good time. And I just want to reiterate this for the people who may not understand why we're doing this, or who just have no idea. We started this, we continued this because we wanted to celebrate with our community. That's it. We love to sing. We love our friends coming out and hanging out. We love businesses.
Our whole point is building community.
That's it. There is nothing else behind this. This isn't a
we ain't making no money.
This isn't about that. Literally,
we've been coming out of pocket.
A barbecue.
Yeah.
It's a block party. That's it. So for anybody who may have been like, what is this about? What is this for? There's no fundraising.
Yeah, I'm trying to buy a Bentley. So if you could show up and buy some tickets.
Like the money that we have asked for is to fund the event, not fund Naj and Jay, not anything else. There's nothing else. Just a party.
I need rims.
It's a party. That's it. So come and party with us. That's it.
Come hop on the mic.
Come hop on the mic. Come get some food. Come
sip tequila with your boy.
Jewelry. Yes. Come use the porta potty that we ordered.
And the vendors, we haven't responded.
Yes. No, I have. We have vendors, all that, and just people. Like, it's a great time to commune, because nobody having block parties no more. That's what we need, some potato salad. That's what we need. Who can we call to make some potato salad?
Your mama?
Brandon, my friend Brandon, the singer we interviewed.
Oh, okay, cool.
He can make some potato salad. I really need some potato salad. But yeah, we need
random.
We just wanted to, because ain't nobody having no barbecue.
No, I dig it.
I got the one barbecue, and we had the Brown Coast Rock.
And
I know there would have been potato salad there, but ain't nobody having no barbecue. So this is the Nash and J barbecue, essentially.
100%.
So make sure y'all come out August 17th from 6 to 10 p.m. We got the DJ rocking from 7 to 8, band from 8 to 9, and another DJ who I'm really excited about. Like I'm excited. The first one's from WJVS Radio, the last Lakeekin, and then we have Mac Wando. Love him. Is gonna be closing out the night. Get ready to dance, because if you've heard him, y'all already know, and if you haven't, be prepared. Like, bring your flats, okay? Bring your flip-flops, because we about to be dancing. And then the band, and we're gonna be pulling out the fun songs.
I've decided already in my head, for a lot of different reasons, if they have time to learn them, I want to do a few Bob Marley songs. I want to make that every year.
Jonathan said Jay's gonna break a hip in the moon bounce. He might actually crack a backbone or something, because I've heard more than you remember. I pulled something.
I will say that they're terrible for your knees, so you're not likely to get me in there for a
long
time.
Why did my knees start hurting when you said that?
And here's the thing. I have great knees as they are right now. I have basically no real ailments. My knees are good. My hips are good. My back is good. So if you think I'm going to blow anything out, just for fun, absolutely not. Because I can still jump, run, and do what I need to. And I'm not messing it up at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we about to have a good old time. Okay? I am excited.
Honestly, I mean, I can't wait to finish singing, because at that point,
Then we get to
Basically,
party.
I'm going to just stuff my face with barbecue and drink
And he
tequila.
knows that I'll relax after that. Because
I ain't worried about you. I'm going to be drinking tequila and eating brisket or whatever kind of barbecue is there.
Yeah.
So
we got somebody that's going to be chefing it up.
Yeah. Yep.
And provide some food, like some real good food too. So just make sure y'all come. Bring a friend. Bring your kids because it's kids friendly. There's going to be like a kids corner with bubbles and chalk and all kinds of sand making, like sand. You mix this, you put the sand in the thing, and then you put it around your neck. Sand necklaces. I don't know, but come out. So, yeah. And real quick, I want to say thank you to the Macs, Cheryl and Christopher Mack, because I would not have been in South Dakota if it wasn't for them. Cheryl and Chris are
Give them flowers. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, flowers. Like I don't.
I'll say this. Sorry, I just got loud and animated. So I watched the Crawford fight at the Max house. I was chilling with Chris. Long story short, I walked in and I'm ready to go right to the fight. But the first thing I hear is Nad'S singing. And I'm like, oh, they got the live stream running. So Cheryl's behind the computer, making sure that she's doing her thing, and is like actively working and critiquing and kind of stuff. And then, long story short, I left that house at 2 a.m. and Cheryl was still behind the pooter trying to get your situation together. And I can't say enough how if you whoever have anyone in your corner like that who is really going hard for you and not making like a whole lot of money off of you, you know, like, and just is just doing it out of love for you as a person, every bit of respect should go to them.
Yes. And thank you to my band members who were so patient and so sweet this past weekend with all of the changes, the flight delays and the cancellation and the 3.5 hour
that made me quit music. I quit music. Be like, I'm not doing music anymore.
Oh my God. It was a weekend. A time was had. Okay. A time was had. And I have to say this. I have officially been validated as somebody because someone bum rushed the stage and got backstage to find me, and security had to remove them. If that doesn't tell you that I'm a somebody,
yeah, well, you better get security if that's the case. But yeah,
security was there. That's what I'm saying. But I was just like, I'm flattered and terrified all at the same time.
Never mind. But yeah,
I know.
No, it's not you. I'm just saying in general. That makes
it's terrifying. Yes, but
this is why you are in charge of your own personal safety when it comes down to it. And I'll leave it there.
Right.
Yeah.
This is why I had security for a couple of years after The Voice. But looks like I'm going back to it. I'm delirious.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely delirious. I'm telling you, Jay has probably repeated himself 20 times today because I did not process anything. So
warmest regards to all of you.
Thank y'all. We love you. Make sure you pour some out in some water outside. Go to see some water to celebrate Fade in the Water Day.
Oh, all right.
You're literally wearing the shirt.
Yeah. But I didn't know pour out some water. I didn't know.
I designed these. Hi, Michelle. You see, look, I got chair earrings.
Michelle.
I designed this shirt, Michelle Hardy.
Yes, you're the best.
Yes. I designed these shirt. Fade in the Water, August 5th, 2023, Montgomery, Alabama. Never forget. I designed these.
Well done.
And the back says, what's it say?
It says Naj and Jay.
The Naj and Jay Show.
That's our show.
That's our show. That's us.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. That's who we are. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening.
Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. Thank you for allowing us to do it late at night tonight. Yes. I think next week we'll be in a different location. But back to the morning.
No, remember I have a funeral.
Oh, so I don't know what we're doing Monday.
Sending
See
condolences.
You later.
Sending condolences to the Todd family. That's where I'll be next Monday for a homegoing service for a family member. So, but sending love to the Todd family. All right, y'all. We love you.
Bam.